It's your boy Coach Defense here. Thanking you for supporting the channel. Become a Lockdown Defender by hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And if you're enjoying your time, hit that like button. Help us grow in the community. Now check out our latest video. Leave a comment. And as always, you got to step up to lock it down. So, off-season Hard Knocks. It's been entertaining, to say the least.
To say the least.
You know, I would say this, in an honest reaction to the HBO Hard Knocks offseason, Coach Kurt, I have just one question regarding this particular segment in general.
Okay.
What did we just witness? The offseason version of this particular outfit of Hard Knocks almost gave me whiplash at the number of times I had a WTF moment at the thought process of the front office of the New York Giants.
Right.
I understand that the league picks who's going to be a part of the show and all of that. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
However, when people are coming into your home to film, it's widely understood that you hide or cover up anything embarrassing in your house.
Yes.
The Giants missed that memo. Because why would you have some personnel be allowed to speak on this show is beyond belief. Right? Furthermore, you had editing privileges that would allow you to keep anything that you didn't want to get out to not get out.
True.
So I'm going to hand it to you first for your reaction to set of content, because I have some thoughts, but I want to yield the floor to you because you put me on to what was going on and I couldn't stop watching at that point. I was stuck in the Twilight Zone for all intents and purposes about what was happening between this particular gamut. So please tell me what you thought of the series and what is your overall thoughts about the New York Giants heading into 2024?
Can we say train wreck, cluster, neutron bomb, whatever you want? This is going to be one of those moments where people look back and truly say, why in the hell did we do this?
I'm saying, bro. Oh.
If this would have been the first Hard Knocks ever, it wouldn't have had a season 2.
Yes. Yeah, they definitely got to renew for a different season. That's a fact.
Yeah, it wouldn't have got renewed because no other NFL team would have wanted to do this. We have seen the absolute, dare I say, worst job done from people. What up, Brian? From people that are supposed to be smarter than this.
Yeah.
Saquon doesn't have to say another word.
He doesn't.
That I want to see the ratings when the Giants and the Eagles play.
Oh man, it's gonna be out of here. It's gonna be out of here. Listen, we might have to come together for that game. like we might need to be in a central location. My house, your house, no matter. We gotta have a central location meeting for that game. Like, is that critical? Is that critical?
Yes, because the way they've handled this, and not only handled it, the words chosen, how it looked, it just was cringy. It was cringy to see, right? When your owner walks in and makes a statement that says, it's going to be hard for me to sleep if he ends up at Philadelphia.
That's your boss saying that.
And your response is, you laugh? Like, did you not just hear what I said? I said, I don't want him. It's going to be hard for me to sleep if he goes to Philadelphia. Then you want to be so smart that you really think that nobody out there wants this guy. And then he goes to Philadelphia. It's almost like the owner had a premonition. He had a vision. It spoke to his spirit. Like, man, it's going to be hard for me to sleep if he goes to Philadelphia. And lo and behold.
Where does he go?
Not only does he goes in your division.
You got to see him twice a year.
You fumbled the bat. And then all the stuff that you tried to say comes out that you ain't even tried to negotiate with this man for a whole year.
And then had the
A whole
audacity to
year.
call him and say, we're gonna let you test the market. Like, do you really think he ever got to come back to you and say anything at that point when you basically tell him? I mean, again, what are we doing here when it comes to with Brandon Ayuk or any of these players when you basically telling me all the signs pointing to that you don't value me at all? I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Yeah. This was, bro, if you want to see what it looks like to have if you want to see what it looks like when you don't have a rat's ass clue of how to run an organization,
look at that.
This is the blueprint.
Yes. Yes.
This is the blueprint.
I agree.
This is all you got to watch. Just watch this, because they screwed up so bad with this situation. They have created allies for Saquon. There are people that's probably rooting for Saquon that don't like Philadelphia, but against that game, I know for me, I want to see Saquon hit him for 220, four tugs.
Listen, have a career day against them jokers, please.
If they ran Saquon 40 times that game, I would say that's not enough.
Listen, don't wear him out, but let him have a good game. I definitely agree with that.
He don't have to play the next two games. That game, Saquon.
Right.
Get ready. Hit the ice tub, sir.
That's it.
Hit the ice tub for this week.
Uh-huh.
I bet you this. Saquon may try to be political and real even keel, but I think in my spirit, he has this game circled in a red Sharpie, and that after the game, he'll tell us the truth. Oh, hell yeah, I had this game circled.
I can't wait to the post game. If he goes off on them on the first game, I can't wait to the post game interview, because don't interview nobody else. I don't want to hear from Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones,
AJ Brown.
I don't want to hear from nobody but Saquon. We just want to talk to you, sir. That's it.
AJ's already said, and even though he deleted it, I'm going to do everything in my damn power to make sure we run it up on them.
That's what I'm saying. They're saying the disrespect. Hey, listen, at some point you got to pay the piper.
Yeah.
At some point you got to pay the piper. But hey, for me, there's quite a few things that stuck out to me in regards to this behind the scenes. Look at the Giants, right? Number one, obviously, how they handle Saquon Barkley in his situation.
Yeah.
Not only did they not value him, they actually positively should have.
Yeah.
Their logic for not banging down a door to bring him back was super wild.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Then the evaluation of his potential replacement wasn't up to snuff.
You reminded me. That was cringy.
It was. So, and where they end up settling on was Devin Singletary. Now, no disrespect to Devin, but he's not Saquon.
Hell no.
Which makes this worse for me, because you're telling me that, let's just say in a delusional mindset that they thought Daniel Jones would bounce back and carry the team like a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes. Then, okay, I can get the idea that you don't necessarily have, the wherewithal to re-sign Saquon because you think Daniel Jones is going to be the guy, right? But you don't have faith in Daniel Jones either. So where was your offensive production going to come from? I mean, help me out with this one, because I'm struggling with it. Where was your offensive production going to come from? You don't have faith in your quarterback. You let your elite generational talent running back walk to your rivals.
Come on now.
And you didn't draft a quarterback with your first pick. You picked a receiver.
Come on now.
If that's not enough, I have questions on what's going on internally from top to bottom. Because Wink Martindale, I didn't realize this until I showed it on the show, that he just up and quit. Did you see that?
Yes.
The defensive coordinator just up and quit. You fired two of his assistants, and I will argue that you didn't tell him who he beloved. So he walked out on you, unbeknownst to you. It didn't give you a reason why. I'm out. I'm just leaving. No 2-week notice. I'm gone. So you got to find another decent coordinator in the middle of an offseason cycle that you didn't plan on. So that's another thing. So there's not many decisions going on in New York. There's not many good decisions going on in New York, period, for the Jets or the Giants. Now, if you're a fan of either team 2024, I'm sorry, it's about to be a rough year for you. And if my memory serves me correctly, it's been a rough years for them for quite some time now. Outside of that one playoff appearance they had, and guess what? Who carried the team that year? Saquon Barkley. So, bottom line, for there's a lot of people in this organization make a lot of money and they're bad at their job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my thing is you have a little excuse to do so now with all the examples of how to do things right. You got the Rams know how to work the personnel and the salary cap. You know how the Eagles see what the Eagles are doing, what the Steelers are doing, just to name a few. How they handle the cap, and it's never been an issue. They always pay the guys they want to pay, and they can do right by the guys that they don't. So I'll double down on what I said a couple of weeks ago when we talked about this. The Eagles, the Giants are going to end up picking top 5 in the draft in 2025, and I think Joe Shane and Brian Daboll going to get fired. That's what I think.
I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised at all.
Because not only did they doing a terrible job behind the scenes, you highlighted on the damn show.
Yeah, it's stamped.
Yes,
it's stamped.
There's no guesswork. You see it. We've seen it. We've seen it on live television.
Yes.
So it's rough. It's rough. And listen, if you're a Giants fan, it's rough. It's a rough way to go. It really is a rough way to go. When you got the Commanders and the Eagles being more talked about than the Cowboys and the Giants, that's not something we're used to. I mean, in our lifetime, who's been the talk of the town in that division?
Right.
The Giants and the Cowboys.
Right.
There's other teams now, and I would argue that the Giants are definitely going to finish 4th, and the Cowboys might finish 3rd.
Hell yeah!
So we'll see how things go. That'll be interesting, DZ. That'll be interesting if he does go back to Buffalo. That would help the Bills for sure. If he gets fired, that'll definitely help them. But again, rough. It's rough. But I think that I don't think Daboll is the issue. I think there's the GM. But how often do you see a GM get fired at the coach? Because the GM hired the coach. So I think they both go. If I'm the Mara family, I think I both got to go. Uncle Phil style. Straight out the back side door. Straight out the side door. You got to go. Got to go. But yeah, it's been a very cringeworthy series. Entertaining, but cringeworthy in the same breath. Because I always like to see the inner workings of what teams go through in their process. But just the decision making from the front office is a rough watch. It really is a rough watch. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, we're gonna pray for the Giants, and then we'll see what Saquon does to them in their first game.
Mm-hmm.
All right.